Hello, everyone. I'm Crystal Cruz. Tonight on News West 9 at 6, just a little over a month ago, Midland was hit by a devastating mass shooting that injured 10 people and took the life of one man, Ed Scott. Tonight, his family is sharing the memories they've been holding on to. News West 9's Corey McIntyre spoke to the family. Corey.
Thank you, Crystal. When the news broke, the community only knew Ed as a longtime City of Midland employee and a beloved softball umpire. But after speaking with his wife, Laura, she tells us he was much more than that.
This is our wedding party before our wedding.
They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. For Laura Scott, these pictures are priceless.
This is right after we got married. I still have my dress on.
That's because these are memories of what life was like with her husband, Ed Scott.
He was a nice, loving, full of life kind of guy, you know. We always joked because when we first met, we met through softball.
22 years ago, Ed was working as an umpire when Laura was just getting into softball. One day, she was asked to umpire alongside him in a game usually played at a slow pitch. Ed introduced her to fast pitch ball, unknowingly showing her how far their spark could fly.
So, first game ever in his hometown. I'm a new girlfriend. He has a call. They come out and question the call. And he does this to me. And I said, he called the girl out. And I went, safe. And everybody in the stands was like, ooh, you know. And instantly I was like, oh. And from that point on, everyone always tell him, dude, that's it. Your life has totally changed now because you're never going to be the same.
And life for them definitely changed. On July 7, 2007, Ed and Laura crossed home base as one and got married on a softball field. And as the years went on, the two would raise their children together. How would you describe Ed as a father?
If my daughter was here, she would tell you, anytime she had a problem, anytime she was in trouble, anytime there was anything she had to tell mom, guess who got told first? Dad. Yeah. Even as a grown woman, you know, she would call him and say, hey, Dad, can we have lunch? He'd be like, oh, God, no, it's coming up next. Because that meant he had to tell me something later on that night about the kids.
And while Ed's role was a father at home, he also became someone players looked up to on the diamond.
He umpired high school ball. And they would see him at a game, and it was like, Coach Ed. It wasn't even like umpire Ed or Blue or it was like, Coach Ed, Coach Ed. They just loved and respected him. Because when he was on the field with them, it was about them. It was about making them better. It was about helping them just pick them up, you know, and encouraging them in any way they could.
Next to the album full of pictures is something Laura never wanted to have, an urn filled with his ashes.
Sometimes you don't appreciate the little things in life until you don't have them.
June 12th marked the last conversation Ed and Laura ever had. Ed was hurt in the Midland mass shooting and never made it home.
I was on the phone with him while that was going on. He called me and told me what had happened and where he was at. And I could just hear gunfire all around him. He just told me, I'm hit, and I'll do, I'm gonna make it home. I just want you to know. And I wish I had more time. I could have told him how much he meant to me and that I truly loved him before he was gone.
With Ed's laughter no longer echoing in their home, Laura says the hardest part has been what people see and what they don't see.
People have asked me, like, oh my God, you're so strong. I'm not really. I'm really not.
But she finds strength and comfort in the love that she's received from across West Texas.
I have to say that I'm very grateful and thankful for the prayers that I have received from people and that I truly felt them and touched them because I truly feel a sense of peace with his passing. But I have felt the prayers from other people, and I believe that this happened for a reason, and that he was just needed in heaven, so it was time for him to go. So I held on to that, and I had peace with that.
Because Ed isn't just a memory in a photo album. He's a reminder that the greatest victories aren't found on a scoreboard. They're found in the people we love. Even though Ed is no longer with us, Laura is making sure his legacy lives on. On August 22nd, she'll host the first annual Ed Scott Memorial Fast Pitch Tournament in Pecos. For more information, visit newswest9.com.